Disney has done it again. They've messed with the Jessica Rabbit in a way that most fans aren't keen to, her core design. Or so they say. Disneyland first and foremost created a new, and I air quote, design of Jessica Rabbit, complete with the same design, but a trench coat and hat? Maybe because Bob Hoskins no longer being able to do his detective work. Here's to you, Mr. Valiant.
Nice monkey suit.
So really, Disney didn't update Jessica's design. They just went with the original 1988 template and added a trench coat. That being said, this technically does add to the pool of previous JR design templates, mock-ups, and drafts throughout the years. Back in 1981-ish, when the rights to the story based on the Gary Wolfe book Who Censored Roger Rabbit was originally purchased by Ron Miller, the then Disney CEO and son-in-law of Walt Disney, many different designs of JR passed through the initial design review, animation, and screen tests. In fact, one of the first designs looked just like Cruella de Vil, and at the time, Disney was well known for reusing animation and templating previous production, possibly to save time, money, and manage staffing shortages during the period known as the Disney Dark Ages. As you know, if you follow my channel, I'm a huge Who Framed Roger Rabbit fan. Visiting the original Roger Rabbit Toontown as a kid, I read all the comics, I've listened to the Gary Wolfe title, and have watched all of the Michael Eisner and Steven Spielberg developed cartoon shorts. That being said, I took a look at all the JR designs and realized the logic behind what made it to the ultimate silver screen and what didn't make it. Disney was going for the traditional cartoony approach. One of the original designs was what I liked the most, but it didn't make the cut. And instead we got the traditional curvy JR that you all remember, whether you liked it or not.
Anything.
What a wife.
Now that being said, I took one of the designs you see here and I added elements of the screen cut design and created something that you would have seen more in Cool World than in Roger Rabbit. A bit too human to make it to a cartoony final decision. But that being said, I think it captures all the elements of the JR character to include the sultry design elements, the benevolent attitude, and the support structure found in the Touchstone Pictures film, and even the nurturing element, while still subsisting with the design that would piss off a conservative grandma after church. Anyway, I wanted to see what you all thought. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this and learned something from it. Until next time, make sure you like, share, sub, subscribe, do it all. But I would like to do more Roger Rabbit content, to include my traditional retro gaming content and even more manga videos and imagery down the line, as I consider that a great artistic component in the retro genre.